Go.
Hi, as part of our Stewardship Campaign 2018, we are talking to congregation members to hear their stewardship stories. Last week's scripture came out of Matthew 6:19 through 21.
Correct.
The 21st verse says, "Where your treasure is, there your heart will also be."
Yes.
How does that apply to your stewardship story?
Well, mostly all I can say is how did I learn what stewardship was? Growing up, I always thought it was dealing with money because that's what I thought it meant. But as I've gotten older, I realize it's more than money. Looking back, I can remember my great-grandmother, who was instrumental in starting this church, would clean the church, and that was part of her giving. She didn't have a lot of money, but part of her giving was cleaning the church. And I remember going after her, trailing after her, and picking up bulletins after the Sunday service. Later on, my grandmother taught Sunday school and gave faithfully her money, $5 a week, and I was enthralled that she had $5 to give. And my brother and I would argue and fight over who got to put it in the collection plate. And then, of course, time marches on, and my mother was instrumental in this church. She was a youth leader. She played the piano. She was a choir director, and ensured that both my brother and I were here most Sundays. And now, of course, I'm very active in the church with on a lot of committees, playing the piano in the second service, getting my kids into church. Hopefully they grew up into the church, and Elyse is now active in it. And I'm realizing that stewardship is more than money. I can give money, and that's easy, but giving time is not quite as easy. And so what is your thoughts on stewardship?
My story is yours. I guess that's why we're doing this together.
Must be.
Because, as you said, you grew up watching previous generations give their time and their service to the church. And so growing up in that, that's what I knew of stewardship. I didn't tie it back to money until now as an adult, because it was always expected to give your time and service. Now it became really easy once we got the ability to give online for me to actually give, because my generation doesn't really do cash, and we definitely don't do checks. So it feels now, adding the financial side of it to what I understood as expected in time and service, feels more like a full picture for my own stewardship, because it's a generational expectation.
Yeah, I just hope
in many
that
ways.
when I see other families here and they don't have the deep family tradition as we do, I just hope that they will start their own, maybe.
Yeah,
And starting a tradition is easy. It's
keeping it.
continuing the legacy that's hard.
Yeah, it really is. That's been our stewardship story. We'd love to hear yours. You can reply back or email jumcwebmaster@gmail.com. Thanks. Have a good week.